I also asked if there's any way you could ask your questions again, or if you repeat your comments again about the Jewish faith, because G2 here has that background and could answer you better.
No. I was saying when Glenn used the Jewish Tanakh, he quoted Genesis, and he said that Jesus was prophesied in the Jewish Hebrew Tanakh. So I told him, with all due respect to you, when you read the Hebrew Jewish Tanakh, you just read it in a Jewish context, according to the Jew. You don't read it in a Christian context to suit your needs. And I'm willing to bring you Shabbat.org, and we can go together to the commentary of Rabbi Rashi, and we will read what the Jewish commentary said. And that's what they said, in general. Jewish rabbis, scholars, and theologians. They said that Christian corrupted the Hebrew Jewish text, Tanakh, by add, delete, and change to impose their Jesus and Trinity on the Jew. When they read the Jewish Tanakh, they read it in a Christian context, not in a Jewish context, to suit their needs. So I told Glenn, we can go to the Jewish, have no problem. I'll bring you the Jewish source, but we will read it in a Jewish context, according to the Jew, not according to you. So what you are trying here to do, you are imposing your understanding of the Jewish Tanakh on the Jew, to impose your Jesus and Trinity on them to suit your needs. That's what they said, and that's what I said.
Well, we have a Jewish man here, so G2, you want to answer that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that the Christian writers did corrupt the scripture to make a Hellenized mystery religion and grafted it into a Christological religion. That is a Pauline theology. Paul had a problem. We can guess as to what that problem was, that he could never fulfill the law when he became aware of the law. And we have to remember that Paul's writings preceded all of the other writings in the Bible. So everything was based on Pauline theology that we see. So I agree that Jesus was never mentioned in the Hebrew Bible. The writers of the Christian Bible reworked words. They would stop short in verses in the Hebrew Bible so they could make it seem like the Hebrew Bible was talking about Jesus. But if you read it in full context, if you read it from our point of view, there's no mention of Jesus. The Messiah comes, the Messiah will die. The Messiah is always human. He's not supernatural. He's just a human from the house of David. And we can argue that Jesus was or was not of the house of David because of Joseph.
Okay, can I say something here, please? Sister Easy still around here? Did you hear what the Jewish man said? So the Jewish man agreed with me. So what I was telling to you, I was quoting from Jewish sources and telling what the Jew says about the Jewish Tanakh and how Christians look into it. I'll give you an example. For example, when you read, for example, Psalms chapter 16, verse 20, chapter 22, verse 16. When you read the word kari and kario, karo and karie. Karo means they burst. Karie means like a lion. If you read the Hebrew text for Psalm 22:16, it says karie, like a lion. If you come to your English translation of the Jewish, you change the word karie to karu, which means they burst. But the original Hebrew says karie, it doesn't say karu. And even the word karie was mentioned in the same chapter, I think verse 13 or 14. You translate it exactly as like lion. But in verse 16, you change karie to karu to sound like it's talking about the crucifixion of Jesus. I'll give you another example. When you come to Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, you know what's the difference between Alma and Betullah? Alma is a young woman, virgin or not, according to Ben Yehuda Hebrew English Dictionary. That's what I'm quoting. I'm quoting Jewish sources. Bitullah means virgin. Now, you put in your translation for the Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, you change the word Alma to Bitullah, to a virgin, to sound that it's a prophecy about Jesus. So you change and you corrupted the Jewish text. And I can show you dozens of those things which I memorized. If you go to Isaiah 9:6, it says at the end, حمى مصراع شخمو بالكراشمو بيل يعيج القبور أبي عاصر شلوم.